Here we are on Webtoon again. Let's see if me cracking open this drink clips the mic. Yeah, probably. Go ahead and guess what can of beverage you think I just cracked open. You leave a comment, you get it right, I'll give your comment a heart and I will PayPal you $17. So, good luck, buddy. Let's talk about alleged corporate fraud. It's kind of a little bit of a meme, right? I'm just kidding. It's actually horrible. Most companies have secrets, right? This is commonplace. And the thing is, most companies are not run by a bunch of mongoloids. So usually, secrets remain just that, secrets. Now, we have to say, I have to say, this is all alleged fraud. I have no legal means to prove what I'm about to tell you. Really, what I'm going to do is present you with a series of coincidences, and whatever conclusion you want to draw from that, whether you be just a random Webtoon user or someone who happens to be a company that wants to advertise on Webtoon, whatever conclusion you want to draw from what I'm about to say, feel free. I'm just here to present you with some interesting findings. So I've made quite a few videos about Webtoon at this point, right? I've dedicated a large amount of my life to this war I'm waging on this platform, and as much as I hate to admit it, the previous videos were technically subjective. You could simply have bad taste, be an idiot, and disagree with those, right? That's fine. I would allege that if what I'm saying is true, this would be the one Webtoon video that even the biggest Webtoon superfan couldn't really disregard or disagree with. Now, there are three major things that I would like to draw attention to. And one of them, the first one, is actually something that we've talked about before. The initial encounter with Webtoon on my channel in a big way was regarding the Tower of God anime that was being made. And if you'll remember, something a little sussy baka happened. And that was they really, really lied about the amount of people that read Tower of God. So we're here. This is a screen recording of a screen recording of the original trailer. The only place I knew that I could find it was actually in my own video, so that's where we are. But you can see this is the OG trailer, the pre-corrected trailer. And those words right there, 4.5 billion readers, that's like 60% of the world's population. That is what Webtoon alleged. That is what they said they had, and obviously people like me, true heroes, called them out and were like, what the fuck? No fucking way, homeboy. And they backed down. They were like, it was a mistake. We're sorry, guys. And then they changed it as if, I don't know, an intern slipped that in, I guess, is the story they're going. I don't know how that could be a mistake. This has to go through like several layers of checks. They definitely chose to put that in there. It definitely wasn't to try and, trick you into thinking you're missing out on something huge. It was an honest mistake, guys. But this was the first major attempt by Webtoon to break into a more mainstream media type, and it began with a massive, hilariously massive lie. And so that's article number one. That's the first thing I kind of wanted to come back to draw attention to again. This is just a genuine lie. This is like, no one can deny this. There's no way of speaking around it. They fucked up big time. So the second thing I want to talk about is something I actually alluded to in the past Webtoon video, and that is a suspiciously large gap in engagement. And what I mean by that is Webtoon will go to popular, and we'll see right here, this is most popular by genre. Here are the top 5 most popular Webtoons, right? And if we click on them, then you'll see something a little bit weird. So here we are, Lore Olympus, the most popular rank 1, the king, 5.1 million followers, and yet an average of like 200,000 likes on each chapter. Now, I went ahead and did the math for you, not that it's very difficult math, but that is a viewer interaction rate of about 3.9%. That is abysmal. And here's what you might be thinking. Oh, well, that's just one. Let's go through the top 5 most popular series. Let's Play. Here we go. 4.1 million followers and an average likes of about 200,000. That is like, what, 4.8%. That's pretty low. Next one, Boyfriends. 1.2 million and about 120,000 likes. So that's about 10%. That's our best one so far, 10%. Let's go to True Beauty. 6.3 and an average of like 150,000. Yikes, what is that? Like 2.3%? Uh-oh. What about Sub-Zero, number 5? 2.5 million and like 130,000 likes per chapter. You see, these are all below 5%, except for Boyfriends. And this is very common. I found this to be around the average. It's sub 5%. And it gets even worse. Now, I didn't go out of my way to find the absolute worst examples on this platform. I probably could have. Maybe it would have been funny. But I was just looking up Lookism. And Lookism, if we click on it, has 2.1 million followers, or whatever they call it. It says subscribe, so subscribers, I guess. And it averages like 30 or 40,000 likes per chapter. That is below 2%. That's like what, 1.93%? That is hilariously bad. That is awful. Let's check out the one that we all love to hate, Unordinary. Let's see how that one fares. Ooh, what is that? 3.1%? That's a big yikes from me, Chief. And so, you gotta wonder, why is this the case? Why are the top 5, out of all of the top 5 ranked webtoons, one of them is at double digits, and it's barely there. It's at 10%. We'll circle back to this after I bring up point number 3, and that is the comments on Webtoon. Go ahead and just take a look at this. What's wrong with this image? Could it be that comment, instead of simply being removed when deleted, is replaced by a comment that says this comment has been deleted? Now, why would a platform do that? It's almost like if you implement a system like this, you can heavily police the comments section and just delete any that you don't like, that you think are negative, or call attention to things that you want to keep hidden. And yet your comment count doesn't drop. Now isn't that a novel idea? Here's just a fun random thing I found when I was looking at comments. This is on just a random Lore Olympus chapter. Well, look how dang many comments in a row have exactly 12 likes. We scroll down, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. We go to the next page, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. We go to the next page, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, just 12 over and over and over and over. 12, 12, 12, 12, fucking 12. That was like an insane amount of... That's a pretty crazy coincidence for that many in a row to have exactly 12 likes. I just thought that was kind of funny. So I've presented you with what I want to, right? Now, what you have to ask yourself when you are discussing fraud, alleged fraud, in a conspiratorial manner, you have to ask yourself, does the person or company or group that I am accusing stand to gain? Do they have a benefit that they can reap from this? And a lot of times when crazy people come up with conspiracies, the answer is not really. However, this time, absolutely there is. What, class, do you think a company like Webtoon gains from having a massively overinflated amount of followers or subscribers or whatever on each series and comments? It's almost like you can quote those numbers to advertisers and thus demand higher payment because you own the platform. You don't actually have to reveal how many genuine accounts there are. So, this is all alleged. Naver, you can't sue me, so don't even try. I will own you. But all I'm saying is this is a kind of a funny series of coincidences, right? That if what I am alleging is true, and this is all intentional, it does nothing but benefit Webtoon in making their stock price go up, basically. Ads become much more expensive, and you can demand a lot more money. On top of that, here's a little secret for you guys who maybe aren't like SEO gurus and whatnot. Big companies, very large companies, only will advertise on platforms that are worth their while, right? You need to have millions and millions of eyes to get top tier companies to advertise on you. So, if you're a company that can't get that way genuinely, but there's not really a way that people can prove that you do it disingenuinely, all you got to do is inflate your numbers, and suddenly the big money be coming in from tier 1 sponsors. That's all for today's video. Actually, wait, there's one more thing that I want to address. People might say, well, maybe Webtoon, the platform, just is a service that doesn't remind people to like. Like, maybe it is a service that creates an environment in which people are less likely to interact by clicking like on a chapter. I would argue that that is absolutely false, because not only do most authors of these big series add a little panel at the end of their comic chapter that says, oh, like, go check out my disgusting merch, blah, 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 all this. The platform itself ends the chapter by reminding you to like. So that's a double reminder. So I think that point is invalid. But, like I said, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. Do you think something fishy is going on? Maybe. That's kind of exciting. But I don't really know. I can't prove it. If you can, do it. Don't be a coward. Prove that Webtoon is as evil as I believe it is. And if you're an advertiser thinking about advertising your product or service on Webtoon, maybe think twice before paying what I'm sure is the outrageous fee that they're demanding.